So much for the NATO summit. I know I've already gone on too long, but maybe I could make a remark or two also on the geopolitical setting as I see it. And here I really, while I'm open to discussing anything in the Q&A, want to address one particular facet, and that is the broadening of the conflict, so to speak, and that there now really is an axis of revisionists forming in Eurasia around this war. The Chinese, North Koreans, and the Iranians are really a significant factor in Russia's performance and Russia's defense industrial-based reconstitution in this conflict. And we've seen that in multiple ways. For one, the DPRK and Iran are supplying short-range ballistic missiles to Russia. We've seen in the DPRK massive ammunition stores being supplied to Russia, according to South Korean intelligence, and I think widely accepted as true, probably millions of rounds. It may very well be that the North Koreans have provided with Russia, despite being a measly, paltry economy, more ammunition round support than Europe has to Ukraine since the start of this war. And I think that's a rather stunning statement given the size and scope of the European economy. Moreover, the Iranians have been instrumental in providing Russia with a drone capability. There's now a joint facility established in Tatarstan where Russia is developing large numbers of drones based on the Shahed model, which the Iranians pioneered. This has played a crucial role in the war in Ukraine. And I think what is sometimes overlooked is that these are not just one-way transactions. We should ask ourselves, what are the Iranians and the North Koreans getting in return? And here, for example, it's notable that prior to President Putin and President Kim's meeting in September of 2023 in the Far East, North Korea had failed in multiple space launch vehicle attempts. After that visit, North Korea managed to successfully put a satellite into space. And I think there's a lot of speculation, including from the South Korean side, that Russian expertise in this area has proved decisive. For the Iranians, the drone cooperation also goes two ways. The Iranians have supplied Russia with large numbers of drones, but now the Russians are perfecting and advancing and improving those drones, and Iran will benefit from that. There's talk of an upgrade of Iranian missile defense systems. They have S-300s, which are Russian origin. Perhaps they'll get S-400s. They want advanced Russian fighters. You can imagine how this rings alarm bells in Jerusalem when we talk about an upgrading of Iran's missile defense system and a new fighter jet capability, just as Iran sprints to the nuclear threshold. So again, we are really in an era where the defense partnership between Russia, the DPRK, and Iran is potentially upgrading those rogue nations' defense military bases in an unprecedented fashion, in a scope and speed that we haven't seen before in decades. There